I really messed up my food choices for the Appalachian Trail. Well, hello everyone. My name's Jenny and I'm heading for the Appalachian Trail in less than 2 days as I record this, but as you're watching this, I'm already on the trail, so that's awesome. Now, I want to talk about kind of what went wrong in my food planning process and why it's taken me so long to put out a video about my food and resupply. I've learned some things over the past few weeks about nutrition, and especially within the past few days, that has kind of had me rethinking my entire plan for food. I'm still going with the hybrid buying things from stores / occasional resupply box strategy because that just seems to work with my particular situation, but the actual foods are going to change a little bit. I have had to put a higher focus on protein. The amount that your body needs when you're doing all of this exercise on a daily basis is so incredibly much, and I never realized that before. I knew, okay, yeah, protein's important and whatever, but it was almost sort of like an afterthought. It was never in the foreground of, I need to make sure I prioritize this. This whole process has been really good because I feel like I'm better prepared now for what's coming and what I'm gonna need to do. Before this, it was sort of like food is just a thing that's going to happen, and now it's I want to focus on getting the right nutrients so that I can basically not waste away. And I'm not a nutritionist. I don't know kind of the science behind everything, but I do know that it's important for your muscles in recovery, but also so that your body just essentially doesn't eat itself. So I'm putting more of an emphasis on protein than I used to. So what that means is I'm gonna show you the food choices that I had already picked out, but keep in mind I am going to be adding to that when I get down to Georgia, definitely doing some shopping and trying to pick up all of the protein that I can find to add to this. So this is the bag of food I showed in my gear video. And when I said this is about 4 or 5 days worth of food, that was half correct because this isn't actually everything. There are other things in here that I'll add to this, and in my specific situation starting out the trail, I am not going to be needing as much food. This is going to cover certain meals on certain days. So first of all, I carry all of my food in a smelly proof bag while I'm hiking, and then when I get to camp, after I've eaten my dinner, after I've brushed my teeth, everything will go into this bag and into my bear bag. Inside of here, I also have a Fossil's Snap Fold cup, which is flat as a plate, and then it snaps together to make a cup, and that will be for my oatmeal. And this is my sport. So these go in here with my food. I mentioned briefly that I will have vitamins. So this is a 2-week supply of vitamins that I have in here. These are the vitamins I take on a daily basis off trail, and I want to keep taking them on trail. This is going to live in my food bag as well, just to make sure I remember to take it with my food. I'll be resupplying either with boxes or having Brian bring stuff to me. It's going to add up to every couple weeks between those two things. So I won't necessarily have a resupply box every 2 weeks, but I will have more vitamins coming to me every 2 weeks. We'll decide how that is going to happen. I have everything cataloged so that he can find it. And I didn't pack, other than my first couple resupply boxes, I didn't pack any other ones because my plan is that I will just tell him what I'd like and have him pack it up or bring it. Talked about my trash bag, so that is going to live in here as well. So this is everything that was in that bag, and when you take it all out, it really doesn't look like much, but it filled that bag. I had this plan of like everything that I was going to need for the first 5 days of my hike, and with the intention that I was going to have Brian with me and we were going to be able to buy food and also probably be getting food at restaurants and things. So I didn't bring a whole lot, but I'm thinking of adding more to this. It's a work in progress, but I wanted to make some sort of video about this because I promised that I would. So I have one box packed for my first hostel stay. So same kind of thing. This isn't everything that I'm going to bring. I'm going to add to it with a stop at a store. But these are all of my electrolytes, so I will have that covered. I'm sending myself some more hot hands. I got more Quest chips. I love chips in general, and I like these because they have a lot of protein. 19 grams just in this one little bag. So I got a couple bags in here. I bought some dehydrated chicken to add to my dehydrated meals. I think this is supposed to be enough for one meal, but there's a lot in here, so I might get a couple uses out of this. The protein is 27 grams, so that's pretty good. I'll definitely be buying more chicken as I go, but that's just a start. I have a bunch of these honey stinger waffles. This is one of my favorite trail snacks. Here are some dinner meals I am bringing. This is one of my favorite packet gourmets. It's an All-American Works burger. Pair this with some tortillas and condiments, and you have yourself some nice cheeseburger tortilla things. Of course, I have a plethora of these Cuban rice bowls, so I'm sending myself 2. And I'll probably be adding chicken to one or both of these to add protein too, because it does have protein, but it could use some more. So I'm gonna do that. This is gonna be a special treat for myself. It's a Mom's banana pudding. Surprisingly has protein in it, 8 grams. That's more than I thought it would. This is my favorite mushroom risotto. It's funny because I love this, but a lot of people hate it. I will say, actually, it doesn't have a lot of flavor on its own. I add salt to it and also Parmesan cheese. This one has 13 grams of protein, so that's okay, but I think the cheese is gonna help with that. And I've got Cajun Ranch chicken salad. So by definition, that's gonna have some good protein, I think. 55 grams of protein. Holy cow. That's great. Yay, Packet Gourmet. I might get more of these actually along the way. That is a good amount of protein. Let's see. I have a bunch of more oatmeals. I'm going to be adding things to this to boost the protein and nutritional value. Flaxseed and pumpkin seeds. Maybe some peanut butter. This is another lunch option. It's a buffalo chicken. So I'll pair that with a tortilla. Good amount of protein. I mentioned before I was going to pick up a jar of peanut butter. This is jelly to go with it, so I can make peanut butter and jelly tortilla wraps. I love these little tiny nut packages. Such a small snack, but sometimes it can just provide the right pick-me-up. I got some more teas for the mornings. I threw this in there for a treat. I just had it. It's probably gonna be like the first thing I eat because it's heavy, but I don't know. I feel when I have this, I feel like I'm being healthy somehow because I'm having fruit. Even though it's like, I don't know if it really, it's got a little potassium, that's good. I love these Kind bars. This is my favorite kind of Kind bar. It's got peanut butter, milk chocolate peanut butter in it. I have a condiment pack, so this is stuff that's going to be for my All-American Works burger. This is for the garlic powder for my Cuban rice bowls. I just like to add that in. This is at least going to be a start to my pantry. And then I'll go to stores and buy things to supplement that. So this is what I'm calling my resupply bin. And I just have various items in here that some of it I've kind of cataloged into baggies, and some of it I don't know if I'm really gonna want, but I have it here in case I decide I want it, and I can have him send it or bring it to me. This is all of my vitamins portioned out into snack size baggies. So yeah, probably not gonna need all this stuff, but I have it anyway. So this is all of my resupply food that I have at home. So like I said, supplementing this with stuff I buy at stores, but I have my three favorite good to go meals in the back row here. I have all of my liquid IV / various electrolyte drink mixes. I bought way too much of that, but there it is. Here's all of my Packet Gourmet stuff, along with some meals that my friends Kristen and Luke just gave me. So those fit in there nicely. I have your standard issue ramen noodles. I can also buy them when I'm there, but I bought some just to start. And these are like meats and veggies I can add to them from Harmony House. Here's other Harmony House ingredients that I may or may not want, but they're there. So those are my meals. Here I have extra oatmeals. I have meat packets. These are white chicken, these are buffalo chicken, and these are my tunas. And more tea, more jellies, breakfast essentials, hot chocolate. I don't know if I want that, but I've got it. This is my snack bin. So I've got more Crust chips, Sun chips, more Honey Stinger waffles. I love these candy kittens from the UK. I don't know if I'll want them or not, but I've got them in here. Some cashews, bars. I think I got these pineapple chips for free at the supermarket, so I just threw them in there. Happy Hour Queso Rico dip. And cheddar jack cheese spread lives in there because I think they're more kind of snacky items. So again, not everything that I'll have for snacks, but these are just some options. If I'm getting a box sent to me anyway, then he could just throw some of this in there. And last but not least, I've got my condiments resupplies in here. Salt and pepper, red peppers. I have, looks like some ketchup. This is all of my mayonnaise, my condiments for my All-American Works burger. I've got some, what do you call this, Cholula for the bean burrito Packet Gourmets. I've got olive oil, honey. Honey was another thing I was thinking about adding to my oatmeal. I had this crazy idea that I wanted to do like avocado wraps on trail, so I got some lemon powder to add to my avocados. And oh, there's more garlic powder. So this was gonna be this tiny little sea salt thing that I was gonna use for my avocado wraps. So those are my condiments. We're just gonna go with it at this point. I'm not locked into the food that I have. Like I said, I have one box that I'm sending out now, and then I have another box packed. That's about all that I'm just preparing, and then I can reevaluate what I want while I'm on trail, and then have him bring or send the things that I want at that time. Wasn't quite as prepared going into this as I would have wanted to be, but there it is. I mean, you're never going to be completely prepared, I think. So thank you for watching, and happy trails.